Hey guys, here with another episode of Trainer Confidential. Got exciting news today. Some real exciting news, I think. So we're gonna hit on that first. How you doing tonight, Donnie?
Not bad, man. How you doing?
Doing okay. Actually,
Good
pretty
stuff,
excited
man.
from the news that I heard from the IFBB vice president today. So, Tyler Manning. I want to jump right into that because
All right.
this is gonna do a lot of good for a lot of competitors here. So I'm gonna jump right into that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just turn it on here.
Welcome Uprising, powered by Mid 45 as our new corporate sponsor of the IFBB Pro Open Men's Bodybuilding Division. Now, what makes this even more exciting is that because of this sponsorship, the minimum prize money for every men's open show is going to be raised $10,000. Now, of course, we have some shows that give away more than the minimum prize money, but this is going to affect 21 men's open bodybuilding shows, which means $210,000 is going to be injected into the prize money for the open men, all thanks to Uprising powered by Mid 45. So first place will move from $10,000 to $15,000, and second place will move from $4,000 to $9,000 at all of these shows. So this is extremely exciting for the IFBB Pro League. Please, everyone, go check out and support Uprising, powered by Mid 45, and give them your support the way they're supporting the IFBB Pro League and all of our athletes. Thank you. Bye,
So
everyone.
Wow.
Here.
that's pretty cool news. It doesn't really say anything about the Olympia where they're going to raise that or not, but all your open shows now, instead of 10 grand, which last year we had a few shows that were 30 grand, remember?
Right.
Uh, so I don't know if it's going to affect that, but he said 21 shows. So I'm assuming that if it was 30, they're going to stay at 30, but hands down, I mean, everybody, if you pull an open show, you're going to get 15 grand instead of 10 grand. So
Right.
that's a pretty good purse. But that's just for the open though. I'm not sure if that's what it's gonna do for classic, 212, masters, all the other
Apparently nothing for right now.
doesn't sound like it, no. But this is good. This is really good news. So Mid 45 is a company, I believe Guy Cicerelli either owns it or he's part of it, but that's where that's coming from. So I think Mitt 45 is a little energy shot, has kratom in it or something like that.
Uh-huh.
You see them in stores and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty cool news, I thought. So
Yeah.
this just landed today. So what do you think? What do you think about it?
No, it's a start,
It's a start.
I mean that
Bodybuilders
is
need more money, man. I mean, they don't get paid enough. They're professional athletes. They need to get paid like a professional athlete. You know what I mean? Uh, I mean, you got your sponsorships and stuff like that, but I don't know. I think they're underpaid, hardworking and underpaid. So this is a start. This is definitely a start.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
and
like I
that's
said, it's a start.
yeah, and that starts this year's too. So uh, I think that what the Arnold was 300 grand last year, right? I think it
Something
was
like yeah, it was
300
300.
grand. So he still got that. That's a good one. That's coming up 4 weeks
And then you
out too.
got
So,
you got 400 for the Olympia, so
yep, yep. So things are changing. I mean, what was it? Pretty much when Phil Heath won his first Olympia, that's when the purse started going up. But before that, I mean, Ronnie Coleman, what would he take for a purse when you were on
like
one?
a
Like,
hundred and some odd thousand, 120, something like that.
which is good for back then, I guess. But uh, I mean, I think the highest paid guy that from the Olympias is Phil Heath, just from purses that he won, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good news. I want to go to the next news. This is could be a little controversial. Maybe some people like it, some people won't. But anyway, so this guy here, Peter Thiel, he started a PayPal with Elon Musk a long time ago. Elon Musk sold it. I think the Chinese own PayPal now or something like that. But at any rate, he is paying for untested Olympics. So yeah, so he's calling the enhanced games.
Right.
So this is going to happen. He's been investing a lot of money into
Yeah, as a
this.
matter of fact, I think it's supposed to kick off this December.
Yeah, yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this, and it's not just they're gonna, instead of having drug testing, they're gonna actually have medical screening. So if you go into this and your liver's shot or something like that, you're probably not going to be able to compete or whatever it is you're doing. But this might be a game changer. The problem is that we're going to run into is the people.
But there are a few problems that they can run into, but yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
the
go
the
ahead.
people, the high ranking people in the Olympics right now, they're obviously not going to be able to compete in this because if they do, whether they're using or not using, they're going to be accused of being using, and they won't be allowed in the Olympics, the
They'll
actual
be
Olympics.
stigmatized. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but what could happen? You might have people coming out of retirement to do this that don't care about the Olympics no more. They already put their time in. They like the idea of this, and you're going to have a lot more records too. So I mean, we'll have to see how this pans out, and there's a lot more to it. They don't have a venue yet, and they're not, as we were talking earlier, they're not going to do a big venue like they do for the Olympics because they're actually doing this for the athletes. The athletes will be getting paid pretty good to do this. So, but they're going to be, I think there's like 4 or 5 events that they're going to be doing. One of them is weightlifting. Okay, yeah, here it is right here: athletics, aquatics, combat, gymnastics, and strength. So, uh, all those, yeah, those are the categories. So weightlifting is one of them. Yeah. So what do you how do you think this is going to pan out? What do you think about this?
I'm just taking a wait and see approach to it, and let's just see what happens. I mean,
Yeah.
they say they've got like 400 athletes,
Oh.
that are actually looking at this thing that are I guess showing that they have an interest in it. So,
Mhm.
and some of these are probably some fairly decent names that let's say they've retired, and they're coming back into it. I saw a couple
Yeah.
of interviews with the guy D'Souza.
Hmm.
He's the president of it,
Hmm.
but Teal, they're the financing. They do the financing, but D'Souza, Aaron D'Souza, he is actually the president.
Oh,
And
okay.
I mean, he made some good points. I mean, it's like people are well, people hurt themselves, and steroids have been around for the longest.
Yeah.
People are doing it anyway. You
Well, and
know,
the thing is, I mean, in the Olympics, are the Russians, are they tested for drug use, or is this just a an American thing? I mean, do they all fall into the same rules for the Olympics, I wonder?
yeah. The Olympics is international. It falls under one umbrella. So
So they
it's
do
not
get
like
drug tested.
each country has their own set of rules. You got to follow the Olympic guidelines. You
Okay.
know, um, and but like I said, there's some pros and there's some cons to this. Could there be an increase in health factors and stuff like that? I think athletes should be well aware of that.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the pros to it is, first of all, you get to use the PEDs. You're not hiding in the shadows anymore, so you're out of it. And another thing is, you're going to create a safer environment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
I
certainly
agree.
that they're going to use it regardless.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, and
now
they
some of
do.
the
I mean,
yeah,
how many?
but I mean, some of the cons, like I say, the health issues. I mean, that's definitely something you got to think about. The public perception, steroids is still, not one of the favorites in society right now, and
Yeah.
so, that's going to be a deal there,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then the thing about it is this, are a lot of people, are they going to recognize your achievement
Your
as actually
records.
being valid because you were enhanced as
That's
opposed to
true.
being natural, what I mean? So, I mean, it's 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 up there. I'm just really curious to see how this is going to pan out. I'm
Yeah.
taking a more of a wait and see approach to this.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
with you on that.
I mean, it could go either way. It really could go either way.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one there because yeah, because there is a stigma about PEDs already anyway, and a lot of athletes go, oh well, they're only like that because they're on PEDs. Well, that's not entirely true, but you still have that stigma there,
Right, right.
and then the people that are doing the tested Olympics, well, yeah, he got a better time than I did, but he's taking PEDs, so it's like, But but yeah, let's see how this pans out because I know my cousin he was a world record power lifter when he was in high school, and
Hmm.
he went to Russia to do a meet,
Hmm.
and he lost to him because it was untested. They were
Hmm.
tested here, but they weren't
Hmm.
tested there, and
Hmm.
obviously there's a difference. So and even the Olympics now, I mean, they have ways to get around those tests. I mean,
They
people
they
been
they do. They
yeah,
do. And
they've
the
been
thing
doing
about
that
it
for
is this: some of the methods that they use to get around the test are actually worse than the drugs themselves.
yes, exactly, exactly. So, you know, yeah, I think it's going to be pretty cool. We'll have to see how it looks. I
Yeah, that's I think that's probably going to be the take on that for us. I'm just waiting to see. It's on my calendar. I'm just waiting to see how this is going to happen. Now we'll probably have plenty to say afterwards.
Yeah, yeah, we will.
So
We
we'll
sure
see.
will. And it
But
says right here too.
me personally speaking, I don't think that records are going to get shattered and all this stuff and
No,
things
I
get
don't
blown
think
away.
so
I
either.
don't think it's going to be that out of proportion. You
No,
know,
I don't think so either. But it says right here too on the bottom here that the athletes will be paid a base salary and they're going to compete for prize money. So
right?
and are they going to offer them insurance? Are they going to have insurance while they're doing this so that they can be, safe and be get blood tested and all that kind of stuff, which it sounds like they are. So they're going to keep a good eye on it so that, because the whole thing is, the stigma is going to go on the guy's idea to begin with. So
Yeah.
he's investing that money in there and he wants it to turn out the best he can. So I feel like I feel like they're gonna do it in the safest way they can. So
Well, but I tell you, and you gotta think it's just human nature. I mean, it's like when I go to Olympia and stuff, and especially I've spent like $1,500 to $2,000 on a VIP package and stuff. I'm going to see some freaks.
yeah,
I want to see
yeah,
some freaks after you
right,
invest that much money and stuff. You know what I mean?
right,
I don't
right.
want people that that well, I could no. I want to see just total mutation.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
You want to be entertained.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree with that. That's why I think it's gonna turn out pretty good. It's just the competitors. They're gonna get the shit end of the stick. I think as far as the public. Uh, and hopefully not. And we got to see who shows up. Like maybe we might
Right.
get more people, Olympic weightlifters in high school that are really good, and they're gonna well screw it. I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna have a lot of new athletes this way.
And I'm gonna just back up just a little bit. I'm gonna back up just a little bit. And you and I think we're kind of aware of this, but really genetically gifted folks that do use they're not using that much.
No,
They're
no,
probably
they're not.
using a lot less than people think they are. You know what I
Yes,
mean? But you
yeah.
just got some people that are just so genetically gifted. All they
Like
need is just a little bit of it, and that's
Ronnie
it.
Coleman.
It's you know,
Ronnie Coleman's a perfect example of that.
I
Uh,
mean, yeah, it's it just the just sometimes I think people's imaginations run wild. They think that we're just walking around with IV bags. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's just with roids and stuff, and it's not like that actually. You
it's
know,
not.
yeah, there are some people that are abusing it, but for the most part, I mean, you know,
Well, they don't last too long either. you know, those kind of
yeah,
people don't last long. I mean, I know at my home gym, I heard about, I hear stuff all the time about all everybody taking this stuff, and it's like I don't see nobody there that to me look, I don't see it's not working for them, and it's not working for them for several
yeah,
different reasons if they are taking, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
just because you're taking that doesn't give you an upper hand at all. You still have diet, you have training, you got principles, you
yeah.
got all that has to come into and genetics. So
I mean, the primary purpose for it is to get you to work hard. It's the training that gets the results, but your training capacity is only so much. And
yeah,
so when you go on it, now that training capacity has increased,
Yeah.
and that's when you start making gains and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's
You're
not
able to
like,
recover
you
quicker.
know,
That's
people
it.
like, well, they're doing it to avoid the pain and the hard
No.
work and stuff. No, not really. I mean, that
We
stuff
like the
is
pain.
to allow you to work harder, you know?
Yeah. We like the pain. That's why we do
It
it.
allows you to work harder,
Yeah.
so that you can get those gains and stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it allows you to hold on to that lean mass while your calories are like ultra low and stuff. You're eating just enough to keep a cat alive, and you're doing cardio and training, the whole 9 yards. And that's what that stuff does is anti-catabolic. It helps you preserve your lean.
Yeah. Which I mean, in our age, I mean, most people, most men. I mean, I'm 43. I've been on TRT for. I think I got on TRT when I was like 38 or 39 because I had, I did blood tests. I had no testosterone. Doctor said I had as much as a 17-year-old girl is what he told me. So, and you're in your 60s,
I'll be 60. I'll
so
be 64.
yeah, I mean, so it's it has its place and it's very, very healthy for you. If you need it, and you don't abuse it. It's we have to have testosterone. So but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so we'll have to see how this pans out. So I want to go to let's see here. I want to go to Wesley Visser's next. Oh, my mouse ain't working. There we go. So what this is a recent this is one day ago, Wesley Visser. So he's gonna be at the Arnold. He is looking phenomenal. He looks
Yeah.
big, he looks full, like
Yeah.
he looks complete. That is a really nice side chest there.
Looking
I mean,
fairly dry to be this far out too.
yeah, yeah. So he's come a long way in this last year. And I think he's kind of an underdog at the Arnold. And I'm looking at him like, I'm looking at the lineup and I'm saying, well, let me go to the lineup real quick. But we got Visters here, we got Ruffin there, we got Urs,
Ramon.
Ramon, and I'm saying Ramon's gonna win it, hands down, right? Urs maybe second, but I'm looking at Vissers and I'm like, man, I don't know. Vissers might take that.
Well, he's definitely got. I'm thinking I got him top three right now.
Yeah, yeah, oh, he's definitely top three for
I
sure.
mean, absolute worst case scenario for him would be third. That
Yeah.
would be a complete breakdown, meltdown.
So okay, yeah, that would be worst case scenario. That's if he came in 90%, maybe something like that.
Yeah, but
Uh,
looking at him now, he's not coming in 90%.
no, I don't
Not
think
unless,
so
not unless
either.
he does something screwed up on his fill out,
Yeah.
dry out.
Now, I want to go to Ramon next, real quick here. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but I kind of tried digging it up, but I couldn't really find it. But Ramon, he's 28 days away. Obviously, Ramon always comes in just shredded, always. It matter. He's probably got some of the best abs in classic physique. But I heard that he was 30 pounds. He's 30 pounds overweight right now over his class for classic. So uh, and if that's the case, he's got 4 weeks to get rid of that. So what's going to happen then? And he looks like he's really low body fat right now. So I don't know where that
Right.
weight's going to come off unless he just pulls muscle. But and yeah, I'm not sure if that's true either. I just read some stuff and watched some things about that about how he was 30
Uh-huh.
pounds overweight and stuff. But yeah, Ramon's looking awesome. So there's going to be a battle in classic and an open.
Hmm.
What do you think? What do you think between Ramon and Vissers right now? Let me see if I can get another picture of Ramon here. Let's see here. Well, that's a show pic. What? Let's see here. See how far this one is away. That was two
I mean,
weeks.
they actually they have similar physiques,
They
so
do. They do. They do.
yeah, they have very similar physiques. So
I think
I'm
Vissers
thinking
is
I'm just
taller.
thinking who's I think it's gonna boil down who's gonna come in, who's gonna peak at the right time. I
Yeah.
just you know
Yeah. So I wonder how much he's weighing right there because he does get pretty thin with still having a lot of mass on him and everything. He looks he you think he's one of those guys? This is just normal for him to drop that much weight?
It could be.
Yeah, because he's in Bumstead's class, right? Or no, Vissers is in Bumstead's class, I believe. Ramon, I'm not sure if Ramon is in that class or not. I think he probably is too, actually. But yeah, we're gonna that's gonna be a cool battle there. Uh with Vissers and Vissers, he kind of came out of the woodwork like last year
Yeah,
when I really
got a
started
very good three-quarter back.
noticing the guy. But look at that. I mean, it just screams Arnold to me.
Yeah, that one does.
Yeah.
That's definitely a pose he should have in his routine.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that one already went too. Yeah, he's got a physique that looks like Arnold's did. Maybe it's the biceps and a thin waist and he's got a pretty good chest on him. I think that's probably what it is, but it just
Yeah.
reminds me of Arnold. Look at that. I mean, now
Yeah, that's
this is
pretty good.
2022 too,
Yeah, that's pretty impressive right there.
so this is 2 years later, and he's obviously got a lot bigger. So this is at the Olympia here.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
It's looking good.
yeah, he is. All right, I wanted to go to one other thing here. I just thought it was funny because I wanted to go to Life as a Bodybuilder. It's Jordan Hutchinson. Uh, so we'll go and play this real quick.
Huh.
So he starts off with taking off the mask.
300 pounds.
Sleep
How tall is
apnea.
he?
How tall is he? Is that what he asked?
Yeah.
I don't know how tall he is. I'm gonna see if I can get some show pics of people next to him. I'm not sure how tall he is. He's 300 pounds though, I guess. I didn't know he was that heavy.
So he got to be about 5'10", 5'9".
Oh, you don't have much comparison pics. Huh. Yeah, he's got to be at least that. I don't think he's any taller than that.
Am I any shorter?
Or yeah, I don't think he's any shorter than that. But I don't know if he's really a tall dude.
Hmm.
I don't really show much there. Anyway, I thought that video was funny.
Yeah.
It's the life as a bodybuilder. It's difficult to take off shirts and put socks on and yeah. Anyway, I thought that was funny. Well, that's what I got for today, man. You got anything else you want to add?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Like I
Yeah.
said, we'll keep an eye on this game, and the enhanced game. It's creating quite a buzz here.
Yes, it is. It is.
You
It
know,
is.
so it's a pretty good stare here. We'll can see when the smoke settles. Take a look
So
at the first one.
they said middle of the year, so it probably springtime or something. They're gonna start some shows. Yeah. I don't know if they really have a date, but they said about the middle of the year.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you another thing I wanted to throw in is Hottie and Samson. Obviously, I'm not even gonna go through Samson picks because he gets better and better and better. We do it every week.
Yeah.
We've already seen it. But last year his argument was he needs more hamstring, more back, more glutes. The glutes need to be more shredded. Well, he's obviously tackled that now. His hamstrings are looking pretty damn good. Even though he had a hamstring injury, they're still looking good. So anyway, he was Hottie Choop and kind of fired back at him. and he just did a total back pose. You know, he's doing his back double by. He was showing off his glutes and his hamstrings without saying why he was doing it. I thought that was pretty cool, that little rivalry there.
Yeah, yeah.
He also so he also accused Samson of photoshopping his pictures. So
Wow.
yeah.
We're
So
starting that stuff already?
yeah, I like that kind of rivalry as long as it's friendly and it's competitive. You know what I mean? You know, that just gets me fired up to watch him on stage. That's all that does. You know what I mean? Uh,
Yeah.
as long as it's friendly and it's sportsmanlike, you know.
Right.
Like I wouldn't say the Kai Green and Phil Heath rivalry was really
That was
something I
not
was
amenable.
into.
That was a very strong rivalry.
Yeah, I mean they almost fought on stage, and I'm like,
Yeah, they
man, that's
did.
come on, you guys got to grow up, man. That's not cool. But I like what's going on here with Hottie. And you know,
Okay,
Hottie,
that worked.
he's got an ego way taller than him.
We'll see what happens.
And he deserves that ego too, I might add. I
Yeah,
mean, that guy, he's best
definitely,
in the world.
definitely,
Yeah. So
definitely.
we still don't know if I mean, I have not seen anything confirmed yet that he's going to the Arnold, but I haven't seen anything unconfirmed he's going there. So we
Right,
got problems in Iran, obviously, right now. I just hope
right.
to God he can come down here and compete. If not,
Yeah,
we're going to see him in the UK. But you know, he's training like he's going to Ohio. So you know that's what you got to do until you're told no. What
yeah,
else are you going to do? So you can't stop. So and he's got some fire under him right now. So so anyway, 4 weeks, Arnold Classic. I want
yep,
to tell you guys thank you for watching our videos. I know there's a lot of you out there that watch all of our videos, and we really thank you for that because we honestly this is how we talk when we're not doing a video anyway. So we just love this sport and it's what we talk
yeah.
about. So you guys got in comments. Who do you think's going to win the Arnold? I mean, I wouldn't mind talk. What's your top three in Classic or Open? That'd be
And
cool to hear.
give us your take on the enhanced games. We want to
Yeah,
know.
yeah. What
What
do
do you
you
guys
guys
think
think
about it?
about that? And what do you think about the extra purse money? Is it going to go up and up from here? I mean, that would be
Let me
awesome.
put you like that. It should.
Yeah, it should. You're absolutely right. It should. It should. Because I mean, you know, I'm gonna say that you know I think competitive bodybuilders, the hardest. It's the hardest sport out there. It is the hardest sport out there. Period.
It is a pretty hard sport.
I
I
mean,
played
I'm
some
not
other
going to say
sports.
there's another sport harder than bodybuilding because it's a 365-day sport, 24 hours
Mhm.
a day. It is. You know, you don't get a break. I mean, you know, your break is sleeping and eating, you know. You know, it's just, you know, it's a hard sport and I think they're way underpaid. So let us know what you think about that too. Any rate, we'll see you next week. You guys have a good night and we'll talk to you later, Donnie.
All right, man.